I should be playing some. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with a little bumpy grind, baby. That's what I should be playing, EJ. You know, I do not support R. Kelly and his actions and his misdeeds of dating underage girls. However, me, Yolanda, was 17 and had a boyfriend who's the exact same age my husband is right now. They're the same age. So I won't say what age he was back then, but I'll just say he was substantially older than me. I was willingly his girlfriend, willingly driving to Victorville in my car to his house. Me. I only can speak for myself. I can't speak for nobody else. I only can speak for me, Adrian. I was dating somebody that was an adult, and I was not an adult. Clearly, I was not an adult. I weighed 117 pounds and maybe 113. Can't remember. However, that don't make it right just because I did it. But all these people that's pretending like they wasn't willingly messing with grown-ups and that these kids, do you think if whatever 15, 16-year-old kid that might be living at your house wouldn't go and have sex with Chris Brown or Diggy Simmons or Little Whoop Whoop Yachty Pop, what all these people names is, you're mistaken. They would. But I, Yolanda, would not take Brooklyn to the studio with Offset and leave her up there for days, for hours. I would be sitting right there in the studio. Not leaving my daughter. I ain't leaving my daughter nowhere with no grown man. Because I know a grown man. My daughter wear a 32D bra. My daughter fine as hell. So I already know what's going to happen if any nigga that can get near her. She going to get popped. So anybody that sit up here that's like they so outdone that R. Kelly was messing like young girls. There's lots of guys that like young girls. He ain't the only guy that like young girls. The average age of a prostitute that's walking the streets right now, that's hoeing right now, is 16 years old. Who you think is sleeping with him? People that work at the post office, at Northrop Grumman, at the zoo, at the mall, at the grocery store. The men who buy coochie. That's who's sleeping with them. Regular men that go to your church, that be at your post office, that be at Vines Market with you. Them. That's who's buying the coochie. Them. The same ones that's saying, oh, he's a pedophile. Oh, he's the worst person on earth. No. He's just a man who got exposed to his bad behavior. It ain't nothing new. It ain't nothing new. Men been loving young women. Ain't nothing changed, and it ain't funny. It's a fact. So everybody that's sitting up acting like they didn't have sex with somebody that was older than them, that was too grown to be messing around with them back in 1988 and 87 and 89 and 91, shame. Because you know you did it. So stop acting like you so outdone. You didn't want that nigga to go to jail. You'd have died if your mama sent that nigga to jail. You'd have died. And if he would have been a celebrity, if I could have got to LL Cool J, when I was in the 11th grade, come on now. You think I wouldn't have got with LL? Whoever your star is that you think is something, he would have told you, Toya, if whoever you thought was something back in the days that was famous would have told you, hey girl, come over here and live with me, you would have went. Your mama wouldn't have knew where you was, because our mamas didn't damn near know where we was anyway. It wasn't no cell phones. It wasn't no trackers. My mama had no idea that my ass was in Victorville. Driving on a 15 freeway in the dark to an adult's house. Yeah, I could giggle and laugh and say about whatever now, but that shit wasn't right. But I did it. I did it willingly. He didn't twist my arm. He didn't make me do it. Yeah, maybe he was playing mental games with my mind because I was young. But guess what? One day I just woke up and was like, I don't like you no more. And then I didn't like him no more. On to the next. But I just can't believe that because R. Kelly got a problem, he like young girls, he shouldn't get to go to work. It's a lot of people that got problems that's at work. You don't have to support R. Kelly. You don't have to buy his music. If you don't want to support him, don't. You want to listen to his music, don't. But he got a catalog that got hundreds of songs that we've been bumping. You might have made your baby off of R. Kelly song, for all I know. Yes, I was. But now, I changed. But back then, Jade, it was a different story. Back then, I was a different person. But I don't understand why people acting like they so outdone by his behavior, like they can't believe it, or he's the worst person on earth. Yes, he did something that was wrong. But what about the mamas and daddies that took the kids over there? Because I know damn well nobody that's looking at this right here would take they kid over there to R. Kelly. Would you leave your daughter, man? Would you let your daughter go over to R. Kelly's and stay in the studio? Miss Anderson, would you take one of your nieces or nephews over to R. Kelly and just let him keep them for 2 or 3 weeks in the studio at nighttime? Would anybody that's watching me do that? No, you wouldn't. I'm not leaving Brooklyn with R. Kelly. I'm not going to let Maya. Maya can sing like an angel from heaven. Maya ain't about to go to the studio and sit there with R. Kelly. Now, we might go up there with him. You going to leave your child somewhere with a man in the dark for hours playing sexy music and singing? Come on now. Knock it off. Yeah, we supposed to feel bad? Exactly, Ken. Your baby ain't about to go. That's right. And R. Kelly ain't the only pervert. It's a whole bunch of perverts. Don't act like R. Kelly is the only pervert. Don't act like R. Kelly is the only one. Because the man that's sitting that lives at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, that's the president of the United States of America, he got a whole bunch of allegations of rapes, molestations, messing with underage girls, and everything else, and they still elected him to be the president. The man that ran for senator, I think in Alabama, he won. He's a known pedophile. Men like young women. They like young girls. They raped our ancestors that was 13 to 14 years old and putting babies up in them. How you think our grandparents and great-grandparents got here? This ain't nothing new. Right. Who gonna leave their teenagers unsupervised with R. Kelly? And now I'm supposed to feel sad? I'm supposed to feel bad because your daughter got stuck over there with R. Kelly? I don't. Because my daughter ain't going nowhere with R. Kelly or no other grown man. Only man my daughter can go somewhere with is Ronald, Kenneth, Andre, and Marvin. That's it. And Demetrius when he picks them up from parties, and Marquise if he picked them up from a party. That's it. That's all. My daughter ain't going nowhere with no grown-ass man. So, you want me to feel sad? I don't. Because I've been a teenager, and I've been messing with somebody that was much, much, much older than me. And nobody made me do it. Nobody twisted my arm. Nobody coerced me. I happily gave him my number. Happily probably told him I was older than I was. And happily went over there and was messing around with him. I did. I ain't afraid to admit it, and I'm sure a bunch of people that's gonna watch this video that ain't pressing like did it too. Because y'all was at the skating ring, and at the Paradise, and at Pizzazz, and at the Golden Tail, and at the Red Onion, and all other places where kids ain't have nowhere being. Exactly. Would you leave your son over Michael Jackson's house? Take your son to Never Never Land? No, you wouldn't let your son go to Never Never Land, Daryl. You wouldn't let your son go no damn Never Never Land? No. N-O, no. Some places you can't go. Never Never Land would have been one of those places. And to R. Kelly's, exactly, Chris. You did too. We all was fast, and kids is 10 times faster today than they was in our day. These kids off the hook. They having oral sex on Instagram, on the video. They twerking and popping they booty and doing all kinds of shit. When my goddaughter was 7 years old going to that little Marina junior high school, the little Hispanic girl was giving head in the bathroom to multiple boys in junior high school. That was 14 years ago. No, that was 12 years ago. So you mean to tell me you think that them girls don't want to sleep with R. Kelly? He over there holding them hostage? No, Six. I'm sitting up here talking about everybody pretending like they think that R. Kelly is the worst person on earth. Like everybody watching wasn't messing with some nigga that's grown when they was 16, 17 years old. And if they could have got to LL, Run DMC, Houdini, whoever was famous back then, would have told you, my friend ran off with a major rap star at a young age. She was over 18, but barely. She ran off to New York with him. So everybody trying to pretend like they don't know why they over there at R. Kelly's house. You know why. Exactly. Your kids ain't going nowhere unsupervised to stay somewhere with a man for hours. That's just not something that would happen. So who's mad at the parents? I'm the only person that's mad at the parents. It's just me. Everybody talking about, well, he ran off with Aaliyah. Well, where was Aaliyah mama? Where was Aaliyah mama and daddy when he ran off and married their child? Because Brooklyn ain't about to run off with nobody and get married. Unless she out there in Las Vegas getting married right now with Maya and Anissa. And I know Anissa ain't about to let her out of her sight at all. Because she's a deputy dog. Letting your kid go with Kenya and Anissa, you know they ain't about to get loose. They don't play. My daughter ain't going nowhere with nobody that don't watch her. Uh-oh. Saki's here now. I gotta stop because she gonna hear the story. I can't let her hear this. But no, really. I don't think it's fair that people want to stop R. Kelly from making money. If R. Kelly have a concert and people want to go, they should be able to go. I don't think they should cancel their shows. Everybody got a right to support who they want to support. Just like y'all want to watch football and I don't, that's my right. And whoever want to watch R. Kelly perform and listen to his music and play it, that's their business. Because ain't nobody going around talking about Elvis. Because Elvis was flying Priscilla Presley from Germany when she was 14 years old. Exactly. When Priscilla Presley was 14 years old, she was flying from Germany to go see Elvis. And the shit went on for years. Hey, Zach. No, really. I just don't like it when we always beat up on our people. Yeah, R. Kelly got a problem. He do. He like young girls. That's an issue. However, the young girls like him back. He don't got no right and he shouldn't be doing it. But I don't believe R. Kelly is over there holding nobody against they will. I think them girls is willingly over there trying to win R. Kelly. They want to be at the top of the mountain. Just like when girls was fighting over niggas on Crenshaw that was grown and had Nissan trucks and whatever that was too old to be messing with us. They still was doing it. When guys was coming up to Man Trap and paying for nails and hair at the beauty shops, them niggas was grown. They wasn't kids. Because they already had money and cars and apartments, was living in Westwood and the Marina, and it was kids. They was doing it with kids that was 16, 17. I'm not going to start naming names, but some people was doing it when they was 14 and 15 with niggas that was grown. I ain't going to start blasting people out. However, don't act like we can't go back down memory lane and start exposing people for who they were, because I'm 45 right now. So, in 1988, when I was going to the Paradise, in 89, when I was going to the Paradise, you do the math to figure out how old you think I was. Exactly. And I wasn't the only person that was underage that was in there. And people have been being underage long before we ever got a chance to go there. Everybody's was, Chris. Everybody's was. Exactly, Malia. Because you know, when we was walking down Vernon, we was getting grown people's numbers and we was barely out of elementary school. We was just now busting out of junior high school, already meeting dudes that was grown. We wasn't doing nothing with them, but we damn sure was talking to them and getting their number. And if we wanted to do something with them, we probably could have. We was kids. So you think if that's what was going on back in the 80s, imagine what's going on in 2018. We could giggle, we could laugh about it, we could talk shit about it, but sit up here and tell this man who been in the music industry for 30 years, making hits that everybody love, that all of a sudden now he can't make music and he can't make money off of his music. Why? The president making money. What's the man's name? The rapist that be on ESPN calling the games. Marv Albert. Ain't nobody going around saying, "Oh, Marv Albert is a sodomizer and a rapist." We can go down the list. It don't stop. We can go down the list on and on and on and on again. R. Kelly is wrong. He shouldn't be having sex with underage girls. He did it. He didn't wrote the song. I admit it. He did it. If somebody gonna put him in jail, put him in jail. But we can't keep on nailing people to the cross for shit that's been going on that ain't gonna stop going on. There's always gonna be a willing, active participant because girls are fast. They ain't gonna stop being fast. They ain't gonna stop being hot. And they mamas and daddies obviously ain't gonna stop serving them up to grown people because how'd you get hold to them? Who's gonna hold the parents responsible? That's what I want to know. Are the parents, hey T. Reed, are the parents responsible for letting their kids go with R. Kelly, or are they innocent? It's okay to just let your kid just run off with R. Kelly? Because it's been going on for years now. So I know how I know how Aaliyah got took. But everybody after Aaliyah, how did you get taken? Because you should have known that it wasn't a good idea to let your kid go with R. Kelly after Aaliyah. And that was what? That's when I was 21, I think. And now I'm 45. So in these 20-something years, ain't nobody noticed that you probably shouldn't let your teenage daughter go somewhere with R. Kelly to make a song? Yeah. I'm sorry. Forgive me if I don't have the let's get him attitude. If R. Kelly is convicted and goes to prison for any of these acts, he deserve it. Because clearly he's been doing something that he don't got no business. But, hey. Hey, Don. I did it. And I ain't the only one. So we ain't going to all sit up here and act like we forgot the 80s and the 90s, Wanda. Because it was going down in the 80s and the 90s. And young girls are going to always be attracted to older guys. That's just nature, especially with all these kids that got daddy issues who ain't got no daddy. So they're going to be the first ones running off with some man because they ain't got no daddy. So, with that being said, I'm going to cut R. Kelly some slack. Now, if you got some free time, you just got an extra 20 minutes, listen to his song. I posted it on my page. It's called I Admit. It's a long song, but the song is so sad, it make you want to cry. Because he just tells the whole story about being molested and not being able to read and being dyslexic and signing away his royalties and he didn't even know he signed them away. I mean, it's just so sad. It's like, dang, you looking at somebody who you looked up to, you listen to their music, you think that they got it all together, owing the IRS $20 million, manager stealing his money, his mama dead. It was just so sad and tragic. I was like, this is awful. I just feel bad for R. Kelly. But, for people who believe in karma, maybe this is his karma. For people who don't believe in karma, then this is just one more thing that he's going to have to overcome in his life. I don't think he made the best decisions. I don't think he should have been sleeping with people's kids. Just because you can do something don't mean you should do something. However, people are weak and they just make bad decisions. But, maybe he can get some of those people that were still supporting Bishop Eddie Long and the people that still support the Nation of Islam to support him. Because one thing I know about people, they can always find a way to justify and protect and promote and keep following the people that they want to follow. So, I ain't going to buy no R. Kelly music, but if some come on the radio, I'm going to listen to it. Because I like R. Kelly's music. It's good. It be jamming, but yeah, I won't buy any of it. I'm sorry, R. Kelly, I can't buy your music, but I ain't gonna say I don't think you should make no money. Anybody that want to go to your concert should be able to go. And niggas like Steve Harvey and Tom Joyner, especially Steve Harvey, you the last motherfucker that should be somewhere trying to judge somebody, talking about what you ain't gonna play. Yeah, hey Barbie. Yeah, Kevin, I kind of feel the same way. I kind of feel the same way. You take your teenage daughter over to Rkelly's house and leave him over there at the studio. That just what you kind of like serving her up, kind of like how Kim Kardashian and Mama doing. She served her daughters right on up on the platter, like here you go. But like they always say, that's why they rich. They don't have no problem. They don't have no problem serving their kids up right on the platter, Andrew. They will serve their kids right up on the platter, like here you go. And see, when we were kids, all the guys around us, they was all mad because they was like, y'all jumping in El Caminos and lowriders and SS's and all the fancy cars of those days. And the guys that was growing up with us was like, y'all only want to get with guys that's grown. Yeah, Wanda. I like R. Kelly too. I can't lie. I've always liked his music. I don't agree with his personal life decisions, but I've always liked his music. Well, when he first came out with Public Announcement, I didn't like him. But then when he came out by himself with Hey Mr. DJ and all those songs, then I just fell in love with R. Kelly. And I can't lie, you know. But like I said, I ain't gonna buy his music. But I think that anybody who want to support him should be able to. I don't think he should get boycotted or banned, or they shouldn't play his music, or he shouldn't be able to have a platform or have a concert. Whoever want to go, go. Just like whoever want to go to the football game, go. Whoever want to be down with Raider Nation, 49er Nation, Patriots Nation, Raider Nation, that's cool. I don't want to watch football. I don't support what the NFL stand for. That's me. And whoever don't stand for whatever R. Kelly stand for, that's them. It's the same kind of thing. I can justify that I want to listen to R. Kelly music because I like R. Kelly music. And I got a daughter, but my daughter ain't going nowhere with R. Kelly. So, yeah, no. And I know when I was a teenager and I went somewhere with a grown man, I went because I wanted to. Nobody made me. I didn't get coerced. I didn't get no gun to my head. I didn't get drugged. Didn't nobody put nothing in my drink. I went right over there with them grown dudes because I wanted to. I used my fake Lower Coda ID and drove my convertible Rabbit right up there on Santa Monica, got right out the car, stood in that line, went right in that club with all my friends that's grown right now in their 50s, that's grown right now that I knew ever since back then. That's just how it goes. So I'm going to let y'all go. I know y'all tired of hearing me run my yap. What's up, Kels? I know you tired of me running my yap about this situation. However, I'm not going to boycott R. Kelly. I'm not going to say he shouldn't be able to make money. He shouldn't be able to get his publishing back from his music. I never knew he couldn't read or write. How could somebody make those kind of songs and that kind of music and can't even read or write? That just goes to show the genius that's inside of black people, how smart we are. And it just goes to show that people are flawed, you know? Even if you believe in the Bible, David was flawed. Noah was flawed. Everybody is flawed. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has their flaw. So this is R. Kelly's flaw. This is his thing that is not right. But he still put a lot of good music out in the world. He cares about the people of Chicago. He wants to help the kids out there, I guess. I don't know if he want to help himself to the kids or if he really want to help the kids. But I just want to know. Exactly. You wouldn't let your daughter go around him. And your daughter is grown now. And you still wouldn't let her go. But like I said earlier, I went around grown guys. I dated them. You know, I had inappropriate relationships with them. But I'm okay, I think. What can I do now? Try to protect mine. That's all I could do. I know I ain't let my daughter go. I ain't let mine go. That's all I could worry about. So anyway, I guess everybody has their position about R. Kelly. After all these years, I'm surprised that I guess after all these years, they kicking it back up. You know, it's unfortunate for him that that's how they, want to do it. But that's life. That's how America is. They build you up to tear you down. And one thing about black people, we love to tear each other down. We can't wait to get on the bandwagon and be like, yeah, he ain't shit. Fuck him. I ain't buying his music. Trust me, he wasn't waiting on you to buy his music because you probably ain't bought his music since 12 Play. I mean, I really felt bad when I found out he couldn't read or write, though, because he got screwed, and he didn't make all these millions of dollars, and now he don't have none. And he, R. Kelly is really talented, and he didn't wrote some hits and made some songs for some serious people out here. And just to know that he can't read or write, I wonder what he was doing when he was making the songs. Like, was he dictating them to somebody and they was writing it down? Like, the song I Admit is 19 minutes long. How could you make a song that's 19 minutes long and you can't read or write? He said he couldn't read the teleprompter on the Grammys. It's just another tragic story. But anyway, I ain't going to hold you guys any longer. Thank you. We'll be talking more in depth about this Friday on the Opinionator Show on Accelerated Radio. So if you guys are around, tune in and listen. I'm going to play a little excerpt of the song, and me and Roy will argue about whether we're going to listen to R. Kelly or if he's going to get banned from the Opinionator Show or not. We'll have to take a vote. I don't want to ban him. What's up, Al? I don't want to ban. I know you got daughters. So, how do you feel? How do you feel about R. Kelly? Would you ban R. Kelly? Would you say he should get banned and boycotted and he shouldn't be able to have concerts and make money because of his questionable past with young girls and teenagers? Or would you say, hey, to each his own. You got to protect your own family and kids. So we're going to be talking about that this Friday. We're going to be talking about the stand your ground laws in Florida, the shooting of the guy in the parking lot. Well, I posted the song on my page. You can listen to the song. It's called I Admit. We're just talking about the whole situation of underage dating, girls dating guys much older than them. It's been going on since the beginning of time. It's nothing new. So, yeah. I spoke my piece, Kelsha. I didn't see you. Yeah, I'm going to go. See y'all later. Love you.